crush your enemies, see them driven before you, you hear the lamentation of the women.
Oh, there we go. Oh, let's update the record. I'm not feeling top of the world today, so it's not going to be the world's longest stream. But I want to really try and get like into the conditioning of when I'm going to stream. I'm going to stream, even if I only maybe do a game, right? I'm gonna come back and really try to stick to what needs to get done. So, let's start with Shirato. Good evening, sir. What went wrong? Who won a miracle, by the way? I was feeling a little bit under the weather, Rochelle. Yeah, I had a really sore throat this morning. I could hardly talk. Who was on your team, Shirato? Who was your 4 or 5? Delvius. Oh, okay. Was that's part of your World Cup team, isn't it? He's a good player from the US. Hello, Festung. Is there a link to the standings or anything? Is there a link or anything I can read? Read? Have you washed the dog's feet?
Yes. Oh, yes. That's what she's crazy. And she put them as. So she took her, got her off the chair. I put her in her hair, like you do.
squad was Darth Otter, Frozen Flame, J11, and myself. We ended up third. Third? Wow. I haven't seen Otter for a little while. I hope he's alright. And it's recorded on Blood Bowl Team Manager. Blood Bowl Team Manager. That's not what's the one that we use in the UK? Two play. You got a link to that, Shirato? Jesus, I'm definitely not as sharp as I normally am I? I can feel it. Thank you. Not Tor play. Link. I'm just watching. I like the artwork. Custom range. I go up. Oh no, it was then, wasn't it? There we go. A Oracle, there we go. Oh, matches.
We mortals are but shadows and dust.
Rankings, there we go. Let's put it on the screen so everyone can see it. Screen one cap. We zoom that in? No, there's no zooming on this. So it just is what it is. If you can't see it, that's unfortunate. Oh, fucking hell, I need to make the chat. Where to pin this? Always on top. No, not going to sit on top. Alright, so who do I know? I know by reputation him. I don't know Flying Dingle, Falcon, or Paper Bag. Obviously, I know Sol. Zephyr, I think I know. Definitely know K-Foged. Don't know him. You said that was someone out of our chat, so I do know those. Shawnee.
Jay. Lev, I think that is his squad.
2 people going 510 at the top. That's very impressive. Midnight Ogre 510. Very good. Raffers, Whitey, Rumbad, and Kindser. That's a very good record. Kind of looking just down. I'm just looking to see down there. Who else went out? Oh, there's Hype. Yeah. And Flutie. He's missed the E out. Shame. Poor lad. Got no E. Lone Wolf Jackson. Nice guy. Jesus. Flipping it. There's loads of them in there. This is going to take ages. Look at that.
The embodiment of love, your Venus.
Oh, and how I hate her.
Delvius is on Team USA, yeah. Hello, Shamba. What we're looking at? Miracle, the records. There were some interesting noises from the family. Yeah, they're a bit crazy at the moment. Can you provide more information on your tournament, like the place? Palpatine. Isn't it in the stream title? Type !link. And you'll get the sign up page. The rules pack. I wonder if the rules pack's ready. It might be. On Gmail. Yes. I think the rules pack's not quite ready. Maybe it is. So, the invitation will be taking place on the weekend of the 5th and 6th September 2026. The venue will be the Outpost in Sheffield. which is in S3, which is basically the centre, yeah, very near the centre of Sheffield. And there's the sign up link. The detail, there's a bit more detail on my Discord. If you type !Discord, you get a link to that. I think the most important bits that I can tell you are that we might get somewhere between, I don't know, if we only get 100 players, I think that'll be quite surprisingly low. I think if we get 150 people, that'd be kind of normal. If we get 200 people, that'd be quite high. I think if we get to, we break past 100, I'll be okay with it. And I think I lose money on anything less than 100 as well. So I hope we don't. I hope we get more than 100 because I don't want to lose money.
Nuts for the nuts god! Nuts for the nuts throne!
Not cup 3 into a pool. Yeah, maybe. Certainly not. I'm certainly not interested in it, if that makes any sense. Games of 4. Okay. Rochelle, as I said, I'm not like fully on it today. So yeah, I'm not fully with it. Hello, Troy. Why is your face looking so weird? I haven't had a haircut in flipping ages. Maybe it's that. Look about 600 years old. It's the haircut. I've not had a haircut in ages. Supposed to get it cut tonight, but it's too low. No. I do look scruffly today. This is about as scruffly as I've looked for in a while. With a lot on the side of his face. Okay, it might be this. Hang on. That look better? I was whole. Yeah, I won all my games. And he closed the curtain. There you go. Is that all right? Pixelated behind you. Wow. Andy Davo was a wizard and then along came Merlin. Here it is. The Wizard of Lizards. The Lizard Wizard. We've won all our games, of which this is match 10 for us. And our opponent has played many more games. The Lizard Wizard hasn't won as many. Oh, yeah, I know. We're going to have fun with that, I think. He gets 160k of... is that of Chuff? What's he on? Is that right? What's that mean? Hang on. Oh yeah, I don't want to buy anything. Oh, you get 60k of Chuff. Okay. I don't care about. Yeah, don't hurt the lizards. I'm going to mess them up, as they would say on the old YouTubes. Good evening, Hex Baron. I remind everyone.
Hexakill.
I remind everyone, including the YouTube faithful, that you can now come to an Andy Davo tabletop tournament. All you have to do is type !Link, and you too can be the proud owner of one Blood Bowl event. We're going to receive... Should we kick? I'm going to kick. Let's find out if our opponent's any good. I'm going to kick. Yeah, I want to know if they're any good. What event do I own, Andy? Hello, Knorr. Thank you very much indeed for the raid. Welcome, Knorr viewers from around the world. Here's an eclectic mix. Hello, Diog, sir. You've tuned into me. I've actually just started my stream, and I'm feeling a little under the weather. So we decided to play Orcs because they're easy. And then now my chat, just before you all joined, I must have said not quite the right thing, and now they're being all mean. Which is fun, isn't it? Now this Orc team is randomed a few skills, so we have got slightly more. Yeah, Orcs because they're easy. They are easy, though, aren't they? Like, they're basically the easiest team in Blood Bowl. Orcs for when you can't be bothered, right? And I challenge anyone to tell me I'm wrong. Ask Hexbaron about steady footing. Apparently Hexbaron doesn't like steady footing. Orcs are like a pair of comfy slippers that you slip on when you've had a hard day. I've had a hard day. Challenge accepted, you're wrong. Hello, Panda Vision, sir. But Panda, you are wrong, though, right? Killian says, any more updates when Blood Bowl 3 is going to go to a 25 rule set? No one knows for sure. My personal take is that we'll have it this year. And my personal hope is that we'll have it at the end of this season, which is about 2 months away. Our opponent here has gone and left himself a little bit of a conundrum. It's the sort of thing that you see regular up-and-coming England players get wrong, which is that he's going to have to open with the Kroxigor here, or he's going to have to open here. And that's going to cause him problems. So we're going to stand firm. I'm so excited for 30-minute Blood Bowl games with a new game. What do you mean, Neo? Oh, sevens format. Yes, you're quite right, yes. There is indeed such a thing as sevens. Those of you who don't like proper games of Blood Bowl. But that's okay. Sometimes we all like to be wrong, don't we? Diog says Dungeon Bowl when? Well, Diog, I'm going to have to tell you all right now. I'm under end. No, I can't tell you anymore. A stunty 11s run or a 7s run, which do you pick? And I boil my own head. Oh, that's a skull. Into a... We are not going to move.
You know who I am. You know who I am. This is not a game of who the fuck are you.
Oh, he's taking my troll down. Damn you. Hello, Henning, and thank you very, very much indeed. I'm a little under the weather, so the level of joy and excitement is going to be slightly subdued this evening. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm not excited, because I am.
You realize that you are quite mad for even considering this, hmm?
Passing dwarf team. I could build a passing dwarf team easily. Now, our opponent Merlin has... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's gone and deployed the whiz-bang. Step you in there. You in there. We're not going to go crazy this turn. What I'm going to try and do is effectively just force our opponent to do stuff they don't really want to do. Oops. So we'll go this way. There we go. Turn. Ugh. So I am also a bit meh. At least I get to watch an entertaining Blood Bowl celebrity. And then you got sent here, of course. Jed says, I learnt the meaning of being humble about an hour ago. My 8-game corn with no tackle ladded into a 24-game vampire team with an agility 5. Level 5 AG1. It was obscene. How many did you win by? And who was playing the vampires? We lost 5-0. Jesus. I surfed a tree today. Have you surfed a tree? I've surfed a big guy from 5 squares out, not hitting the big guy until the last hit. I know I've done that. That weirded some people out. I don't think it was a tree. It's not a tree though, is it? No. Does that make me a life failure? Is that what you're trying to say?
Typical.
Hades. Oh yeah, he's quite good, he is. Don't trees have stand firm? Yeah, well the tree stood on the sideline and they just used Juggernaut. It wasn't actually that clever, but shh. Oh look, the big guy's gone and rolled a 1 again. So was Bang Average Chicken Bowl improved? Spicy Chicken Bowl, perhaps. Bang Average Chicken Bowl was always very good. Oh, no. Goosey me. Poor little brain is starting to fall asleep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. It's only possible, but unlikely. Good blitz here. Got 3 rerolls. I could stack both the guards in there. Probably, I think there is probably the best blitz. Yeah, I think there's best blitz. Imagine being lucky against that. Break that. That can go in there. That can go there. That can take a cheeky little 2D there. One of these days, this troll's going to take shit down. side tan, Andy, if you've not had your coffee. I've been actually, the last 2 days at work, I've been quite unwell. Hello, JD. Well done on, what place? I heard you did well for you. 9th for the team. Well done. Very respectable. What do you mean for me? I'm a great coach. Yeah, you are, yeah. In your local vicinity, you definitely are. Well, what can only be described as a great coach?
Foreman Mike 42 just subscribed for 32 months. Good evening, gents.
WS, I'm not very well today, so you have to allow me a little bit of latitude. One day I'm going to come over in your tournament and win it. Look, if anyone wants to come from America, that'd be wonderful. I've got a bed just over there. They can sleep in that. Got a chair downstairs. They can sit in that. Yeah, America, it's all the same place, isn't it? Canada, America's hat. Yeah, there's Bella. Yeah. She'll bark at you incessantly for about 90 seconds. You don't, though. Why am I here? I asked the same question. Is he gonna follow? Follow. Yes, he is gonna follow. Right, okay. You need to stand up. You need to stand up. It's a 4+ for surfing the ball. I think we can't possibly turn that down. I think we have to take that on. It also means you need to run south. And you need to punch that into there. The cheeky little followosaurus. Right, so we got a 4+ for taking 2 dice on the ball, or we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 4+ to hit the ball in some flavour. Do it. Who's a lucky Davo? Hello, Mongloom, sir. Welcome. Welcome, Gloomies. You've tuned into me playing Orcs'.
The tricks that he does are ever so clever.
I don't know if anyone's considered making that maybe any louder.
Never tell me the odds.
Neo says super lucky. Well, I mean, I was a little unlucky, right? The ball's gone there and I can't get at it. And he sent me the file, I'll make it louder. No. Now, someone out in the big wide world has been making a diced or not file. And we can now have the ability to take any game that two people have played and we can decide how lucky were you. Were you medium lucky, or were you a little unlucky, a lot unlucky, or was your opponent unlucky, right? And I posted an example of that in the Discord yesterday. And I think it's now important that we're going to have a look at the end of this game and decide, was I lucky or was I skillful? That's what we're going to check now. Lucky or good? Can you both be lucky? Yeah, you can both be lucky, yeah. I don't need a website to know if you diced someone. Don't, because you make it sound like I dice people for a living. Yeah, that's double skulls. Does it rate you on a scale of 0 to BB not? It does actually, Rotary. How did you guess? JD says, I saw your World Championship game. You do based on those. Are you saying I was unlucky in those? Because you were statistically quite correct, actually. And what I've been trying to look at is whether or not I'm really unlucky or whether I'm really lucky. Because we don't know. You're saying the opposite. Really? You're going to be mean to me. Nice the pants off more than a few people in those games. You're not wrong. I would never be mean to you. Yeah. I think you might, though. I mean, Canada. They're nice people. An hour. Opponent is now starting to throw double rushes into the situation for what can be described as no good reason. Oh no. Time to cake it. Hello, Jesse.
Never mind the maneuvers. Just go.
Oh, we've been
straight
raided.
at them.
Greetings, cake fans. It's time that we stood everyone up. It's not a hot look, that. Be nice to get the big lad over and punch a skink, because if I blitz through a skink, that would be quite tasty. No. Get off my pitch. Oh, he's blown his apothecary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could go and tag out the 2 Skinky Poos. I do want a Dinosaurus over here, I think.
Jahannam76 just subscribed with Prime. Nearly 2 years of this toxic elf coach. Maybe he should try playing elves for a change. What do you think, chat?
Right. Do we? Do we activate the Trollolol lol? I think we do. Because we need to get some points on him, really. There we go. Right, that ties all that down. Okay, time to get the ball back. DeBrusque Coffee Bean says he's done what with his apothecary. He's used it. The apothecary has been deployed. It's an English term, Coffee Bean. It means to use. I'd like to fend, please, sir. Now, look at this. I don't know whether he wants to do dodge, do, and then dodge, do, blitz, push, and then run down the field, and then try and use the screen. Because I think that's probably asking a little too much of the old Skinky Poos. His other option is to come over the top. And I think that that would require a blitz here. And then you may be able to fix some things, but I think you're liable to get yourself into a big pile of mess. But if you don't fend, wouldn't that be a surf setup? It would, but it'd let the Saurus come with him. And if the Saurus comes with him, it makes the blitzing and pushing through the flank, I think, a bit easier. I don't want to do that. And I've got no frenzy yet, so we'll leave him tagged against the meaty blow. Because the ball's not staying there. So I'll have that free 2D next turn and say thank you very much for the extra EV. You sneaky sausage. I mean, that also works, right? That was dodge, 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 dodge. Double rush.
Spelling America with a K, are we?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do stuff, like, just do that. Just go like, yeah, bucket. Bucket. Yeah, I mean, you just roll lots of threes. And when it works, you look a genius. When it doesn't work, more of a problem. More of a problem. Right, we need this diagonal, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we don't need this diagonal. Alright. Let's do things in the correct order. You need to stand up. Correct. You need to run this way. Also correct. You probably need to stand in that square there, but you can't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can get you there. I'm not throwing that 2D without prejudice. It's a shame. Okay. That's an extra hit. Not bad. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. It's worth it.
This is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning,
Lehman Russ
But
SW
we do only have one.
subscribed with Prime.
Is there? I wonder if there would have been a better square with a double go for it. So that's a 3+, and then a 3+ and a 3+. So with a double go for it, I was forcing. He's got an extra 3 up with a reroll, without a reroll potentially. So he's now got 3 up with a reroll twice. Score. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Lehman Russ is with us. Thank you very much indeed. A man watching Blood Bowl whilst playing Blood Bowl, that never happens. And he's skink shaming. I'm not skink shaming, they're just naughty and disgusting. At least you acknowledged it, the streamer didn't. Yahanium. Oh, sorry, I should say, by the way, that I am not feeling super sharp today, not feeling super well. So apologies for any and everything that I get wrong, miss, or just generally insult people when I don't mean to. So we'll circle back to the Yahanium thing, and we'll say, I did read I replied to the message, I just didn't say thank you very much. So let's go back and do it properly. Yahanium, thank you very much indeed. 23 glorious months. Nearly 2 years of this toxic elf coach. Maybe you should try playing elves for a change. What do you think, chat? You weren't talking to me. You don't sound that well, to be fair. I know. Yeah. One of you said I don't look very well. You know, what's all that fuzzy looking stuff? I think was how it's described to me. Right, we are only on one reroll, so our risk profile needs to be slightly tailored. Two, three. So if we can stick a troll in there, that'd be wonderful. And then go 2D, 2D, will be 2D, but not straight away. So actually, do we want to go the other way? Because then I can guarantee I can get my 2Ds in. Where am I blitzing? I think I'm probably going to try and pop a skink. We need a flank attack on this side. I think I'm going to go down this side. Actually, let's change this out. I'll troll this side. Use the other. There we go. Let's do it. He's making slightly less good decisions. Oh no. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, these are not very good dice. So we're not popping that skink. So we'll try and pop this one. No skink popping today. go. Right. Let's go fetch the ball. I shouldn't have thrown that block. Hello, Dio. Yeah, for those of you who are interested in signing up for the greatest tabletop tournament in the world, then you can do by just simply clicking that link. I see I come in and you immediately KO a lizard. Yeah, sometimes I have to. Anyway, I can win. That was a really shit idea, that was. Really, really bad idea. A good opponent here punishes me for this. No, indeed, Black Swan. But don't worry. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, we're going to be okay. Is airfare included in the ticket price? Only from Portugal. You can get from Portugal to East Midlands Airport for £23. I can get to Portugal. But can you get to Portugal, though? Are you sure? I'll come if you cover my visa. Wait, what? Where are you living now, Henning? Hello, Eliphas. Gross. That should have been a follow, I think. Some of us are feeling a little under the weather, Eliphas. I'll let you decide who's who. Right, let's touch that Dinosaurus out of the game. Biggin can stand up. We should be able to punch a skink. And yeah, we really should punch a skink. Probably should put in a secondary scoring threat just in case. That gives me all that open green grass to go and run into. By Jove, he's only gone and got it. That's got 2D. Got to run beyond El Skink. Yeah, let's do it. Do this. Not do that. Sausage. Never mind. All the vanity stuff not quite working as it normally does. Oh yeah. You're still under a South African passport till next year. Oh, got you. How are you going to get into Poland? Or do you, I suppose you don't. You just drive there, don't you? Because you're in part of the what's it? What's this? Shanghai. That's not right. Schengen. There we go. Nangan. Yes, that zone there. Yeah. Right. 3D this little coat rag. 2D that one. Then we can blitz here. Blitz here. Don't roll double skulls. Don't follow up. Run through the little gap. Glorious. Well done, Hex. Knew you were good at something. Yeah, not everyone got Brexited. Hey, I didn't vote for Brexit. Brexit's just made all my imports more expensive. Not sure that's a good thing. If only people were aware of the risks. Well, we were promised an NHS bus everywhere, of money every day, weren't we? That bus, what a lie. What a lie. That's only amusing if you live in the UK, sorry. Right, so we managed to pop it in magically, I would say, at the end of the first half. So now all we need to do is we need to just try and trundle down the field and pop it in on turn 16. We need to have a quick look through our team and see who needs touchdowns. Love to have you all back. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Good evening, Lady LaFay. Or should I say Legend LaFay? You've won 9 games on the Orcs and there's no Frenzy as team. What's happened to you? Don't worry, there'll be Frenzy along shortly. What would you happen to have a sore throat? I would, yes. Thank you for noticing.
Ho ho ho!
Right. Now we're going to do a punch. We're going to do a punch. We'll do a punch. I don't think it's the type of turn to be bunging it in early. I do want another Frenzy on this team. Don't know why. I just feel like another Frenzy on this team would be a hot look. Is there your daughter bring you luck? Yes, it also brings extreme amounts of cost, Random Afant. Sore throat is a pain in the neck. Very good, Diog. Very good. Oh, take a little KO. Now, how do I want to play this? Because I'd really like the troll to just go and mark out the Crocs. I just stepped. No, I can't step. I can't step. Right, troll, mark out Crocs. Good lad. You can mark that out. Go there. You can come across and fetch the ball. We don't know where the blitz is going to be yet. It's probably going to be here. So on the basis that that's probably the blitz, bring the other blitzer across. That can fix in case of a mistake. And then we'll blitz here. You might realise that my sound effect well. Hello, Nallo Sword. Hey Andy, what do you think? Do you think James Richter will ever put out a Slan team and accept them? I think it's a really good question. Nothing that GW have ever done suggests that they like Slan. So maybe not. In fact, you could probably argue they've gone the other way, right? They've killed Slan off. What are lizard men now in the Warhammer lore? What I would like to see GW do is make more teams. And make more players for the team. So let's not have 5 positional teams. Let's have a full team of positionals. See my previous answer, Andy? Oh, they don't own Blood Bowl. Do they not? Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Kislev come back. Kislev were great. Lizard men are the streams of Slan made manifest. Ah, right, okay. I've had several dreams that become manifest. But then, quick wipe and we're gone. Like Slan art in Blood Bowl 2. Yeah, makes sense, yeah. I think he's going to send that other... Oh my god, he's going to... He sent the other skink in. This is a full touch based skink. He's gone full skink. You know what I mean? And it's hard to give all the info in enough lines Andy will actually read. Hey, I read lots of things. You never need to go full skink. No, indeed. Let's get you off the floor. Let's get you off the floor. The next thing to do is go and deal with this skink, and then the ball carrier can get rid of that Dinosaurus. There we go. Right, so he's got boxed guard now. Dinosaurus doesn't have guard. Set you up for the next hit. Go. Done. No, I want to try and be mean and take as many hits as possible, Hex. So I've set the top left corner here. We've set this up for next turn. In an ideal world, it'd probably be the other way around. This is looking fairly tasty. Yes, he's got a 2D here, and he's got one free Dinosaurus. I think if you were playing against someone and I thought maybe the top level might appear, then I'd be considering this skink going here, and then this being the blitz to push here, would be an interesting problem, and then you're starting to ask one of these two skinks to come around the side for a 1D, and then the other one try and run through. But I don't think that that's the right play, even at like superstar levels, because you're leaving everything based, and you are not really going to get very much out of it. I think the better thing to do would be to try and take the hits in the middle here. So I'd be considering this blitz, sorting this, and then solving for this, except that this is going to not be a thing, and pull the skinks back. I think that's how I'd play it. Troy says, how do they measure the best team this season? With a fucking massive ruler. The Albion campaign was a long time ago. Wasn't that Lupac that paid Albion? Troy, there isn't a best team this season. Thanks to the decision point. Did they bring the Supreme Ruler? Ah, very good, yes. Diok, you considered doing any stand-up? This is very good. Well done. You have several zingers. Do you think you could teach JD to be a bit funnier as well? High Elves are the best team. Not really about that. I'm going to a tournament this weekend where you're just catching strays. I'm going to a tournament this weekend where, what did I ever do to you? I don't know. I love you, really. Where high elves are allowed 7 skills. Rumour has it might be too many, but who knows? Then you have to create your own context instead of reacting to chat. That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. I'm currently not winning, so we're going to have to do a little bit better on the winometer. Arm you off. I might need to take that block. No, I don't think we activate it at all. I think we just take this. And we say thank you for the EV. We'll take this EV. Do we even take it? Probably. I'm a greedy, greedy soul. If I ever did stand up on a stage, I'm going to start with, I've got a terrible stage fright, please don't laugh. Nice one, Dazza. Granted, I got blitzed on turn 0. Yeah, JD, I think orcs are very, very strong. Sorry, I think they're very, very strong. I think that they are strong. That at the moment, that one of the reasons orcs are doing so well, I think, in NAF is one of the reasons. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this sentence. You can all hate it. One of the reasons that orcs are doing so well in NAF is for two reasons. First of all, the roster is so incredibly cheap. So even when you give them 1100, they don't really care. Oh, look, I haven't got a 13th line orc. It's like Amazon's. They can do that. Taunt is shockingly frustrating to play against as well. It is when you don't roll pals, yeah. So one of the two reasons. And the other is that the dual Mighty Blow block strength 4 with Thick Skull and one of them probably having Pro means that they're getting 2.5D blocks every time. And so they knock stuff over reliably, turn after turn, with Mighty Blow. And that really, really, really needs some consideration, because that's really dangerous. Are they still good? They know I dropped half the block up. Yeah, Diog, I would actually say they are better in the next edition than they are in this one, weirdly. Orcs are excellent in progression. Orcs are excellent in everything. I think they are very good in both. They're even more boring. Yes, I think that is also true. They can be both things, both boring and very strong. Right. Right. That would not level you. You would not level. You need to level and get block on you. I like a frenzy piece. Really like a frenzy piece. So. Given that I'd like a frenzy piece. It is turn 12. Take the ball and lob it forwards a bit. And then we can go and free this guy, because he's on 3 points. It won't level him, but it will put him a lot closer. We score early? No. Oopsie. I just wish you could turn off dwarves and zons when spinning, and then you find each other. JD. There's orcs in NAF style have lots of tools. They do. Some people can't help it. They have 2 strength 4 mock mighty blow hitters. The blitzers are mobile with break tackle, and typically can take skills just on the edge of matchups. They have tools to fix the problems that other teams don't have. Oh, and they're cheap enough to always get the whole team. Yes. Dwarving says, I'm terribly fond of Renegade. Still working on finding a scheme I want to paint them. Dwarving, what about blue with some gold? Blue and gold. A little fluffy puppy. Is there? There is. Hello. Come here. Come on. Come and say hello to everyone. Come on. You naughty dog. She's like, no, don't want to be interested. Renegade Marines. Yeah. Keep them going, soldier. Diving my ball again. This one's got loan up. I could get... No, I've got to blitz this because I want to get... Actually, do I need to blitz that? No, I don't think I do. And then we get the mighty blow hit here. We are going to give the ball away, and I think we're going to give the ball away to him now, just on the basis that it means that the ball is on the player with block, so these 2 dice uphills can stop. Who's a lucky Davo? If you had a fresh team with no block, what would be the game plan against Zons? I need to know what team I'm playing as, because I don't think that's quite an entirely... I don't think I can tell you.
Months. You, sir, are a nerd. A
Chaos.
big slobbering ultra moist nerd.
I don't want to have a resubscribe, a reissuing of the Johannium situation. So we are going to go straight to L-Plate Gamer. And we're going to say thank you very much indeed, Sir L-Plate of Gamer. Wood Elves are always good. Wood Elves have been good in every edition. Oh, Bellows slanking L-Plate for the sub, yes. Alright, so with Chaos specifically, we're strength 4 on our blitz across the board. So where possible, I'd be looking for 3 dice blitzes to try and move things around. You also have overwhelming strength advantage with Chaos against Amazons. Overwhelming, maybe telling it. But you probably have strength advantage. You might have an Ogre, depends whether you've built them, how you've built them. Let's say you've got an Ogre. Oh, that's annoying. Then I would be looking to leverage my Ogre. Oh, now that's annoying. Right, I don't know if we've got the spare resource to blitz that now. We want to see what this block is first. Ugh. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Four, 5, 6. Now we can clear this. What? And then maybe we score on this guy instead. I don't think we touched this. Would I put a reader onto it? Yes. Okay, so I would put a reader onto this. But, which actually now means we can bring the troll in, because the stun here means we don't need to do anything else, which then means that you can step forward and make this 2 uphill. So that's fine. Use it to ogre power them. Nice. Alright, sorry, let's go back to that Chaos question. So I'm playing Amazons, I'm playing Chaos against Amazons. Traditionally a pretty tricky matchup. So general strategy things. First of all, on my offense, I'm very aware that Amazons would be very good at jamming things up and stopping me advance. So I would want to be taking space kind of as and when I could get through. Otherwise, I'd find myself in a situation we might not be scoring. How would I do that? Well, we've got 4 strength 4 things, and we've got 1 strength 5 thing. I think we should be able to be pushing some of the Amazons back and taking, you're almost playing like dwarves, where you take 2 squares a turn. And the other key thing is to not go too narrow, like 2 column defense, because you won't go anywhere. But if you go too wide, the Amazons will pick you off. So there's probably about the width of the tram lines, maybe just slightly one outside. That sort of general space and width, I think, is probably where I'm looking at. From a blitzing perspective, if I have the opportunity to take a 3 dice, then I absolutely would want to do that. That would be pretty tasty. And at some point, the ogre would then stop being something I'm trying to throw lots of hits with. I'm just trying to stick things on the ogre and make that work. Now, defensively, we're both the same speed, so we don't need to go and try and attack the ball and get it from behind. I think the better way to try and approach this would be to be considering consider how to prevent the opponent from moving forward. So I would want to play in a low block in the center and then force the conditions where the opponent wants to try and push through one of the sidelines. And then at that point we can shut them down. But I think weirdly, I think defense should be easier than offense. I might go chain the ball carrier off here. That into that, into that, into out. Unfortunately, I'm slightly stupid and didn't move the... Oh, he's not got block. Oops. Can put you in there. Dear. Right, so that chains the ball carrier out, which is nice. That also gives the troll back a friend. Also nice. You can run around the top and bother that skink. You can stand up. Then we need to make sure we're in scoring range. That'll do, PIG. Yeah, I did not block. Yeah. I only needed to free. I was thinking a step ahead, Cruel. I was thinking about the push for the getting the guard guy in. I wasn't really paying as much attention as I otherwise might have done. Why do you never see Amazon's pregnant? They've got same day delivery. Wow. IB says, my plan was to make them dodge with diagonal formations, but they made everyone in 9 and broke my goats. Oh, yeah. think this formation is not actually as good as it might otherwise look. So if that skin could have stood directly north of the ball carrier, we could have then dodged this one out and had a cheeky wanna. Oh yeah. Would both now not have been okay on the skink? Yeah, probably would have been. Yeah. Right. What else do we want to punch in the head? Got one reroll. This is naughty. I probably shouldn't do this. This is progression after all. Won't play not a chance. There we go. Progression, yeah. Oh yeah. 2-1. Our opponent's out of rerolls. He's out of dinosaurs a bit. We're just going to do that. This is me being a little lazy. I think we could probably come up with a slightly better defense against the one turn, but I think unless Merlin can pull off some magic, I don't see anything happening here. If anyone can, it should be Merlin. Yeah. Didn't they also run a lottery syndicate as well? Hello, Edek. Remember, exclamation mark link gets you a link to my super duper fancy tournament that you could enter, possibly win. Last year it was won by an esteemed Blood Bowl player. Rochelle will be there. Christopher will be there. Finnish Fairy will be there. Santa will be there. Rochelle, you're going to be there. You said so. Camelot run the lottery at the start. They did, didn't they? Yeah, they were very good at it. Very good. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, I'll have fun with that. Okay. Yeah, I know, but then it was fine. I think the correct solution was stick the guard in the middle there, and you got 2D there, and you got 2D there, and then you got 2D on the big lad. That was the correct play there. Oh dear. That's backwards, Santa. Well, Dumb Barbarian has managed to pick up an MVP, which is very nice. We're going to download the replay just for checking to see if we were diced or not. Let's have a quick look at the two teams. It's 10 wins for us. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. I don't think I want to take block on this guy. Don't think so. No. Or do I? I'd like a stat. No, I want a stat, actually. That's what I want. We'll just expensively mistake that. His movement would be good. Passing would be good. Agility would be golden. Right? Yeah, that sort of thing. We want a stat there, I think. And that's 10 wins. Now, I am, as you might have told, I'm kind of yawning a little bit there, so I'm going to not play another one. I'm feeling so just run down and knackered. But we are going to quickly check, diced or not. Hot or not, but for dice. I want to see if my dice-o-meter... Now, you might all have known about this for a long time, but I have only seen this very recently. Yesterday, in fact. So, there we go. Downloads. Right, let me share screen. Today's the 9th, yeah. So we drag our replay file in there. We put it in, and it loads the replay, and we'll zoom it in a little bit so you can see what's going on. And Merlin had the worst luck, no significant licensings, and it was 1 in 4.4 games. So turns out, chat, it was basically fair. Basically, that's what this is saying. Where's the chat gone? Where's chat gone? There it is. Let's have a quick look at the turn-by-turn look. Could I send you a link to the tool? Yes. There we go. Right. Team look and cumulative look. So, Emma's chosen few. I started off being unlucky, chat. Look. Then my luck peaked, and then it diminished back to, like, regressed to norm. And I maintained some level of positive luck throughout the second half. That's fine, isn't it? Our opponent, unfortunately, though, was basically a little unlucky all the way through, and their luck got slightly worse, and it never really recovered. So, it turns out I'm slightly lucky. And then from a team luck perspective, if you're inside these bands, you're fine. Your luck is fine. It's when you step outside those bands, that's when you know you've been either lucky at the top end or unlucky at the bottom end. I'm red, so I can say that on turn 4 I had quite a lucky turn. Turn 5 bit shit, turn 6 bit shit, turn 7 bit shit. Turn 8 we regress back to normal. Then we had a lucky turn, an unlucky turn, and a lucky turn, an unlucky turn, a lucky turn, an unlucky turn, a very unlucky turn, and a slightly lucky turn at the end. So, I think what we can say is that I was moderately unlucky, but our opponent was more unlucky. And we can look at the armor rolls. So if you want to see how many, what's this? Andy Davo. Let's have a look at this. What's this one? So this is actions. Should we look at my block dice? Let's have a quick look. My block dice. I actually rolled less pals, everyone. Boo. Boo. Oh, the rounds represent 1/10 and 100th. Okay. And so therefore, chat, I was slightly unlucky. In fact, my block dice were a little bit rubbish. My armor rolls, I rolled a few more 5s than you were expecting and a few less 1s. Broadly, my armor rolls were fine. So now if you want to see what type of roll you rolled, you can with that link. So a big shout out to, let me get the name right here. Whoop. Victor Year's dad for putting this together. So yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's very good. I actually quite like this. It is quite good. And I put through all of my World Cup games because I was curious. And it turns out that I was ever so slightly more lucky than my opponent in almost all my games. So basically I only won the World Cup because I was lucky. The problem is I keep putting games in and every single game it keeps spitting out of mine, I was lucky. Every single game. And you can get on the leaderboard, yeah. Yeah, leaderboard. Look, see, have a quick look. So now you can all put your games in, and we can start collecting. Who's the luckiest little tinker in here? Look. So can we see Davo? Andy Davo. No, not in here. Look. Oh, hang on. There we go. So PC was a little unlucky in one of the games. This one here, won an 18.67. Current replay outside the top leaderboard. See. No. Wait a moment. Wait a just dumb minute. What are we saying there, JD? Hat boy. Well, actually, it was made because L-Plate Gamer said that he was unlucky in all of his games. Now, we can check. We can check to see how unlucky he actually was. You told me it was all skill, now you're telling me it was all luck. No, I didn't say it was all luck. I think you make your own luck. I don't know if it was Blood War 2 repo files. I didn't cut a deal with Cyanide, but I am their golden child. Let's remember that. So what might happen behind the scenes, Jock, I am taking no responsibility for. Now, if you're enjoying that, I'll just drop the link in again. So you've got... I don't know if this is going to work. He's on such a good contract, he bankrupts his Cyanide. Oh yeah, maybe. There you go. Right. Let's say I'm feeling a little under the weather, so whoops. There you go. So yeah, we'll call it there. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Play the record. Where can we send you? Oh, Viking Cop's on. I'll send you there. There we go. Couldn't you wait 30 minutes for my ETC game? If you'd have gone live, JD, I'd have raided you, but you weren't live. Weren't live. Anyway, I am bollocks. I am playing Viking Cops, so there's that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just a bit bollocks. So, right, unless I'm feeling completely kerfuckled, I'll be back tomorrow. And then I think we're doing replay analysis tomorrow. Replay analyzes. That's my plan tomorrow. I've got 2 games that I need to look through. So we'll look at those. Right. Tomorrow. Bye now.